Hey all my crafty friends, back with another install of hashtag crafty Christmas in July 2023. Wah! Say that 5 times really fast. I am going to introduce you to all of the goodies and then we'll get started. So Sweet Pea Papers, Terry Lee and myself are sponsoring this collaboration. We have, with all of us, there's 16 people doing beautiful Christmas stuff. So Sweet Pea Papers doing a giveaway. Go over to her website, Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, sorry, not website. Go over there and get her information on how to do all of that. I have a little special going on at my store right now. If you go in and spend $15 or more on product, you will get a free yard of lace. In my first video, all of this is under a playlist. So if you go to the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 2023, you go to my first video in that playlist and you'll see the lace. I think I've shown it a couple other times. Oh, here's a bit. There's the ivory, the cream, and the pink. Get it this way. It's really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, then there are also a lot of our other collaborators. They have Etsy shops. Please go and check out their Etsy shops and be kind and wonderful and things like that. Check out everybody's channel and all that stuff. So I'm also doing a raffle for the collaborators, okay? So if you go to my shop and spend any amount of money, it doesn't matter if it's $5 or $50, you spend any amount of money and in the message you say, hey, I'm doing, you know, Terry sent me, or Jovi, or, you know, I mean, we got Rhoda, we got all kinds of beautiful ladies doing stuff. If you say they sent you, then they get put into a raffle. I have 2 prizes, but one of them is just because they're participating, and then the other one is they're going to, whoever gets the most people saying they sent them, they're going to win a prize. So, yeah, so do that, you know, if you want to buy something. I'm not very good at being a commercial, so other than that, that's it. So let's get started, guys, okay? Bye! Hello, all my creative friends. I hope everybody's doing well today. Welcome back to my channel. And welcome to the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 2023. I hope you guys are all checking in the description box below and visiting all of our wonderful collaborators. Everybody's been doing such a great job, and this has been so much fun. So I did change the box a little bit, so I just wanted to let you know that on this video, all of the measurements up to this point, I have the frame. The reason everything changed is I have to add a box. I was looking everywhere for the little, you know, these little light doodads that you can buy, and so I found some, and so I do want to do in my display box some lights, but you have to have a place to put the little box with the batteries. And I figured, you know, at the end of the year, I mean, end of the season, then you can take the batteries out and still leave them in the box with, you know, and then they'll be good for the next year that you get the book out. Anyway, so up to this point, there is the frame, the sides. I have put my little sides in for my display box. All of this will be correct and in the description box below. So we're just moving forward from that. We're still using the top and the bottom of these. We're going to make a top. I did a practice one right here, just playing around. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but it trying to make it look like there's book pages with the old gold on them, you know, where it's been rubbed off. Oops, bent that right there. But, so that was just a practice one to see, and I kind of like it. So I will do one of these with you guys a little later on. At this point, excuse me, at this point, I'm going to put in the support for the drawer. So, there's going to be a little shelf that the drawer is going to fit on. And so that is going to fit right down level with the bottom of the box. Okay? Now, this edge is 5/8. These edges are 5/8. This is a half. And then these here are a quarter. So 5/8, 5/8, 5/8, 5/8. So that's all around the outside except for here. I should have just done a smaller and kept the frame all together, but I do want to make the drawer is going to be covered with the same craft text. So hopefully it'll do a little bit more blending in than not. So that's the goal anyway. Okay, so the shelf for the drawer is 4.5 inches by 4 5/8. That will also be on the cut list down below. So you will get the cut list for everything up to this point, plus this stuff. Now, the two little drawer shelf support pieces, I don't have to wrap these because nobody's going to see them. They are 9/16 tall and 4 1/4 long. So it really should read 4 1/4 by 9/16. Excuse me. 9/16, I believe, is in between a half and 3/4, or a half and 5/8 is 9/16, I believe. Because, yeah, I think so. Anyway, so I'm going to glue these down on each one of the sides. So let's go ahead and get that part done. Then I have to wrap my shelf, because if you take the drawer out, you will see it. So we're just going to put some glue on this puppy. I always put a little extra glue on chipboard. It just seems to absorb it so fast. Okay, so putting that down. Got a little glue on everything. It's all right. Okay, so there's that one. And I'm going to go ahead and glue the white, the white and pink here. Okay. So again, I don't know if I wrote these down. Support, drawer shelf are 4 1/4 by 9/16. I need to make sure I can put, I remember what that is now that I don't have the pieces here. Okay, so there's those two put in. And, okay, so the drawer shelf, let me write that down. Drawer shelf is 4 1/2 by 4 5/8. Okay, and I did write the front, and the front is on the 4 5/8 side. This is 4 5/8. This is 4 1/2. Okay, so that is what is going to set. I probably actually need to have another one because this is drooping. So let me see if I can find another piece to cut. And let's make 3 of those. I'm going to put ×3 here, and this is just once. Okay, so I need the 9/16. Let's see. I think this one is in 16ths. So right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So that should give me the 9/16. Oops, I moved it. Poodle head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That one right there. That's not straight. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay. Just straighten it out a little bit. Lay this down. There we go. And then it only needs to be 4 5/8. Right there. Okay. So, now let's just find a little strip here somewhere. Do I have any little leftover pieces yet? I'm just going to use part of this. This is the kit that I'm using for the journal. Is the Line Dot Arrow December to Remember by Natalie. Oh my gosh, I've never worked with one of her kits, and it is just beautiful. I think I'm just gonna glue this and cut around it. Actually, no. I don't need that. I don't need that for this one. That's what I need for the drawer. This, however, where are my, here they are. I'm going to put this on the one of the structure strips. And I want the folded edge of the structure strip to come right at the base, because I'm just going to glue it top and bottom just for that extra support. Okay, and then I'm going to do it on this side. Let's just fold the structure strip and glue it down. Let's see. Okay. It's okay, this one's a little shorter. No, nobody is seeing this. I could move it in the center a little bit more there. But just make sure it's coming right up to the edge of the chipboard. There we go. Alright, so then all I'm going to do is attach this to the bottom of the shelf after I paper it, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and just glue this down, because it's not going to be like big time seam, just, and I did get the measurement down already. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. There we go. And then at this point, we're probably going to, well, we'll get the drawer done as well. And I'm just leaving kind of a 1/2 inch. We're just gonna fold them over. Fold the inside and fold it over. Not usually the way I do these, but just for, usually I do opposite ends and then, but just for time's sake, of course I can't find my, there it is. There it is. And then we'll do this side. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and fold over my edges. All right, now we're going to take our structure strip chipboard support for the center of the shelf. And I'm going to glue that right down in the center. There we go. So that will give it some support in the center. And I'm going to need a few more structure strips just to adhere. I'm going to go ahead and measure this and get where I'm going to cut it. Cut it a little shorter. And then this one. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and attach these, I think, to the pieces that are already down. Right at the edge of the little piece, the 9/16 piece that we put down already. Okay. Just making sure that's actually getting on the edge, and I'm going to burnish it, and then I'll try and show it to you. Okay, so where is it? Which way did it go? Here it is right here, and it folds down. So I put one side on the piece, and then it folds down like this, so I can glue that. And then when I put my shelf down, I'll have to try and get in there and just make sure that it's sticking. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Okay. There's really not an easy way of doing this. And like I said, you want to bring it up to the very top. To the very top of the 9/16 inch piece. So there we go. Now we're going to, and I probably should put a support piece in the front as well. I think that is a must. So I have this little piece, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it. And I'll tell you in a second if this is going to be a good height. Length. Yes, it's a good length. I'm not going to worry so much about how wide this is. I'm just going to butt it right up against the drawer, right up against this inside piece here, so that the shelf will hold steady right up at the top. Okay, so let's go ahead and find a structure strip that is going to, might have to make another one to, I'll just cut one down. Okay. Because they're, is that going to be long enough? A little bit more. Okay. So let me go ahead and give you the measurements. It is 4 5/8 by 1/2 inch. That's what this one is. And then I'll have a structure strip attached to it. I'm going to go ahead and do that before I put it in. Just going to line it right up with the edge. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to put some glue on the chipboard piece, the opposite side of what you just stuck the structure strip to. And then I'm going to put that right down in front here. I want it to be the same height as the other two. And I'm going to burnish. Let me make sure I didn't move it. Now that feels pretty good. Okay, so now I think that we're going to be very happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and glue the two side pieces. I'm going to put glue on them right up in the corner. And I'm going to push the top piece down onto the glued piece, just so that they're going to be, let's see, I need a little something in there. That might be a little too high. Hello, let's see, here's, sometimes this works the best. Nope. Well, let's just put a bone folder in there. Okay, just getting those two stuck down. Alright, now we're going to put glue on all of these little structure strips. I'm sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. It's so hard. Alright. right, and then I'm going to put glue right down on the bottom of the chipboard. And this is my front. And we're just going to lay it. That's kind of neat. Some of her line dot arrow. Oh, did I do it the wrong way? Nope, I didn't. It's just being finicky. It's just being finicky. Push it forward as far as you can get it. Okay, now let me see. I'm just going to stick my bone folder right down and push those structure strips against the bottom of the shelf. Okay, so there you have two little holes in the back, but that's going to be covered from for the back of the why? Wait a minute. I'm not able to get this pushed as far as I want, so make the bottom one about a ½ an inch lower. Okay, I'm having some issues here, guys. Kind of seems like that's my day today. So I am going to cut off a bit of this back because it is a ½ of an inch too long. So 4½ by 4½. So that's what it is now. 4½ by 4½. Let's try this one more time. There we go. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so now the drawer bottom is 4 1/8 by 4. You need one of those. And I'm just getting my sides. So here are 2 sides, and I will give you these sizes here really quickly. After I do the other 2. Now this was here and here, so I need this side, and we're just going to draw our line, get it lined up along the bottom and on the one side, and draw a line, and then you'll cut the line off. And then on this one I'm covering the line, just covering the line, so then I have the next size that I need. And then I'm just cutting the line off. So I have my straight line to go through, to go by, so I keep it kind of neat. Now this is just a piece of from Keon's from Keon's paper. And see, this is my front right here, just so I can kind of keep that. Okay, there. I got them mixed up. There, there, and there. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and put our glue. I'm going to try and just eyeball it and center it. Try and keep it straight. These little... Oh yeah, I didn't do too bad. I just looked at the little dots. And now, of course, I've got to get these back in order. So this one goes down. Oh, sizes. So this one is 4 by 3/4. So you need, for your drawer sides, 4 by 3/4, and you'll need 2 of those. And then this is the other one, which is 4 1/8 by 3/4. So 4 1/8 by 3/4, and you'll need 2 of those. All of this will be on the video. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue these sides down. And I'm leaving the front of the drawer for a second here. I placed it down, but then I'm pulling it up so that it's on top of the drawer, so that I get the placement on the paper exactly where I want it. And that side looks great, and that side does not. And I made a little hole in it, but it's just copy paper, so probably not the best thing. Does that look pretty even? There we go. All right. And then we have, now I pull this up here and pull this one up. I am going to have to make it. So they all need to be 4 inches. So we're going to scratch this one out, and we're going to do 4 of them at 4 inches. Because they're all going to come on top of the box, and once you place that first one, you need to leave the space for the next one. Yep, so I think this one... Well, this one is, I'm going to just take a little bit off. There we go. Okay, now we're going to glue these on. I'm going to center it. go. Yep, that is going to be nice now that I've got the okay. Gonna lift this one up again, and I'm gonna lay this down. And there we go. Whoops. I didn't center it. Okay, pick it up, move it over. There we go. Now we got it. Let me go ahead and flip these over and give this poor little copy paper some love here. I finally got my ink, so I can go ahead and start printing out more of Keon's kit so that I have a lot of things to, because I didn't have anything left from last time. Okay, so now I'm going to do the front piece with one of these pieces as well, the 3/4 of an inch. But then I am going to attach the front to this piece, because the front is actually going to have the well, that is just a titch. I see where I left just a little bit too much of that line. Okay. Yeah, now it's 4 inches, so I must have mixed up one of these. Okay. And we're going to lay it down. We're going to pull our sides up and make sure that this is going to come up and butt up on the top, and that it's going to be happy there. Sure seems like it. Yay! Okay, a little burnish on that. A little bit of love. Okay, so now I'm going to, well, I guess I don't really want to cut off the excess. I'm going to, how do I want to do this? This is the front. If I bring it around the side, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to cut like a 1/2 inch in so I have a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here, and then I'm going to take it in a point. So you see that? Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm leaving all this excess just for coverage, but I'm going to cut in a 1/2 inch, cut in, well, it's not quite even, but it's going to still do the job. And then corner to corner, cut in, cut in, corner to corner. I get these on my hand too far up, and then I don't have good grippage. Gotta have that good grippage. Alright, and now I have a phone call and I don't have my phone in here. I'll be back in a sec, guys. Okay, here we are. Now, we have one more thing that we need to do with this, is we're going to do just like we do on our corners of our books and stuff. So we're going to cut in, leave a little space to hide the corners. Okay. Oh, keep going, Lisa. There's more. It gets so excited. All right, there's that one. And the big one. Okay. All right. So, woo. Clean up on aisle 5, right? Okay. All right, so now all we're going to do is I'm going to put glue on the top all the way around, right on the edge of the bottom of the drawer. Okay, and then we're going to do one side and then the other. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue on 3 sides. Going to pull it up, pull the paper around, and snug it down. Now I'm not going to use my stylus because this is just copy paper. There we go. And I did not glue the little flaps that I have on the sides. Okay, so now I'm going to do this side. And pull this one up. Keep my fingers out of the glue. Pull this one up. Bring the paper around. And there's that. Okay, now we're going to do each of the other 2 sides. I'm going to pull this up and make sure it's going to fit right alongside these bad boys. Pull the paper around. Now this one is not going to be long enough to come all the way down. And I did forget to pull these in. I pulled in the 2 side pieces, and then I'm going to just glue those down around the back of the piece. So I'm just taking the little side that's on the sides of the drawer and just gluing them back around onto itself. Then we'll pull this one around, put some glue here. Just going to fold that little edge over, and then we're just going to attach that. Very nice. Push my little edge down around, pull this in, and bring the side around. Give that a little hold for a second. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on the front. Let's go ahead and glue these little pieces around on themselves. Bent my little sides and my little corners down first, and then we'll do this side. Bring this up. snug it in. Bring this around. And then let's glue our sides down. I'm just tucking that little piece that I have to cover my ends, bringing that around. There we go. I would recommend definitely not using copy paper for this. Use a little bit stronger material. I mean, the drawer, the only use the drawer will get, well, I mean, you might want to put other things in it, but the only use the drawer is really going to get is, you know, just getting the batteries and all that stuff in there. Okay. Moment of truth. Oh, look at that. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Now, it does have a little play in it. If you wanted to, you could build up the sides. I'm not going to worry about it because there is going to be a front that is going to fit. Let me flip it up this way. There is going to be a front that is going to fit right inside the hole here. So the front is going to be flush with it. So it's going to kind of help you manage the drawer because there is a little bit of play side to side. If you don't like that, you certainly can build up on the sides, on both sides. You can certainly build up with just little pieces of chipboard. There we go. And then the drawer will just run smoothly. I may still do that, but for right now, I am going to stop the build and work on the part that's going in. Because I already know that I have the space that I need, because we're going to put our bottom right to the bottom of this part of the frame. So our bottom for the display box is going to attach to the bottom of this. All right? And but I need to build everything on this display. And so I'm going to have to think about whether I'm going to actually install the display first. The display, this actual bottom here. If I'm going to do it and then put it in, or if I'm going to put it in and then do it and then build everything else. That's probably what I should do. So, but I'm going to call it quits for tonight. And I hope you guys have enjoyed everything. I am going to show you the video where I wrap this with the craft text. Okay, I will play that video. If there's any, I don't think in that video there's anything else that I cut or anything. So it might be the new frame that I cut in that one. I don't remember. But I had to change it so many times, and I don't want you to watch I think it's two other videos that have the wrong sizes in them. So I did put the bottom on it, and the bottom I decided I wanted it flush, but the top I am going to put my piece that looks, but I have to recut. This was, like I said, just my practice board. But that will go on the top, so it will look kind of like a book. So, probably at this point, I'm going to show you the two videos, this video and the one where I wrapped. And then we're going to go into pulling together the books and starting to decorate them, and then after that I'll come back and we will I've been working on miniatures, and I have a video on that as well, so I will show you that one. Some cute stuff, but I want to make some more too, so I will incorporate those you know, in between like the books and the build. All right, just trying to keep it going, guys. All right, until next time, thanks for watching, and be kind to each other and make something you love. Bye.